Hey, audio everyone, Lost Leader here, and I'd like to say thank you all so much for subscribing. Getting 120 subs this year is truly an amazing thing that I did not see coming. I wanted the goal itself for this channel to be 100 subs, and passing it by 20 and still growing is something that I am very, very happy and proud of, and I would love to continue that trend by reaching another new goal that I have in mind. But let's get on to the actual thing of why we're here. That is an update video, because frankly I don't have a lot of ways to actually tell y'all when things are what and whatnot. I don't know how many people follow me on Twitter or Twitch or various other media sites, or if you just follow me on YouTube. But I would like to give you all a nice little layout of what I want to do for the new year in 2018. And the first thing I would like to discuss in particular is Valkyrie Profile 2's hiatus. Unfortunately, I do not believe that Valkyrie Profile 2 will be done anytime soon for this coming month. It has two particular problems with it. One, I haven't actually started recording yet. It's in my PS2. You gotta all believe me. It's straight up in there. But the other problem that I've been facing is that Killer 7, what I have out right there, is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. So until Killer 7's actually done, you probably won't see Valkyrie Profile 2. Although I do plan to start recording Valkyrie Profile 2 and have that going for y'all as soon as Killer 7 is done. That's my main goal. I'm not positive that it's going to be done the way I want it to, but right now we're looking at a 80% to 90% chance that's what's going to be happening, for the most part. As for the other thing that I have in store for you is that more post-games will be happening. I have a lot more post-games than just the original Crash Bandicoot that I haven't quite exactly gotten into. These are post-games that I do want to go factually into. But for the most part, I will say I do plan to do the original Crash post-game. I actually plan to complete it completely. But the biggest problem with Crash Bandicoot, the first one, is that it's generally a hard game. So I have to bide my time and figure out what time to record Crash Bandicoot, on top of the fact that I have to get past a lot of the hardness that is in Crash Bandicoot. I do plan to upload the DLC rather soon, but the rest of Crash Bandicoot postgame will have to wait a little bit longer than the DLC will. But suffice to say, I already have some episodes already recorded, and we'll get going with that in particular. I would also like to discuss something very interesting that I've had in mind for a while, and that's just updating the times for my videos. I know I never gave it a clear shot of what exactly I do in my videos, but I like to have a nice range of minutes for my videos. When it's not an RPG or a game that lasts over 30 hours, I like it to be around 15 to 20 minutes long. And for JRPGs, I like them to be roughly 25 to 30 minutes long. But I decided against doing that now to make them all a little bit longer. So now games that are 30 hours or less, they're going to be about 15 to 25 minutes long. And videos that are from games that are 30 hours or more, or JRPGs in general, are going to be roughly 25 to 35 minutes long. It has a lot to do with all the stuff I have recorded already, and just generally speaking, my backlog is tremendous, and I rather you all get a bunch of stuff, bunch of videos out there in time, while also getting enough to actually watch in a nice steady pace. I know a lot of my videos are actually streamed first and foremost, and of course you could follow me on Twitch if you really want to see that, interact with me. By all means, it'd be very fun. I'd be glad to have y'all. But for the most part, this is what I have in store for a lot of these gaming videos that I have in mind. As for other things like more scripted videos that I promised a while back, I'm not sure where exactly I promised them, but I know I promised them quite a bit. And it's something that I really wanted to work on a lot in my last year resolution, although I'm sure y'all don't actually know what that is because I did not make an update video for that year in 2017. But for 2018, I do want to make more scripted videos. The ones that I did promise to make, unfortunately, Nintendo kind of spoiled a lot of it. So when I did have something to talk about, they're like, we got you covered. Like, literally Star Fox 2 was something that I really wanted to talk about, and they just like released Star Fox 2. And I was like, okay then, so I can't really do that now. It's a moot point at this point. So I was really sad about that, but I still have other scripts in mind and whatnot. It's a matter of recording, finalizing scripts and whatnot that I have to do. Script writing is a very new thing to me in particular, and I'm not very good at writing. In fact, I'm doing a lot of this very ad-libbed for the most part. But I do plan to make more scripted videos. That way, it's not just Let's Plays. It's not just like these weird hauls and vlogs and all this other such and such. I know my channel is a very big mismatch of a lot of things, but it's just what I want to put out. So yeah. Speaking of that, for you people that follow me for Force of Will, or even look at my videos of Force of Will, I do plan to make more videos there, not just the ones that I have up, but various other ones too with that. A large part of it just has to do with my interest in the game as of right now. I love trading card games when I get really into it. So as long as my interest is there, personally, I will continue to make Force of Will videos, and they will not impact at all any other videos that I make. This is a totally separate thing, entirely just like something that I want to do personally. As for Lost Halls, which I know has been a series that has kind of gone silent, kind of gone on hiatus, I will say a lot of that has to do with me not wanting to record it, and that's because there's not a lot of interesting things that are happening right now with the hauls that I'm actually getting. I'm more so saving my money to like get people stuff and whatnot, and largely I haven't found a lot of good stuff at my Goodwill or just good deals in general. I haven't been looking a whole bunch, and that's kind of on me, but at the same time it's more so just I have other things to do. That's the largest part about it, and I do apologize for not saying anything until now. I know Lost Halls it gets some views. It's a modest thing, and I'm sure there's some people that are like, where did that go? Because I'm even going like, where did that go? But for the most part, I do plan to make more of them. I just don't know how frequent they're going to be now. I really doubt they're going to be a month thing, and more of a just sporadic, look at what I got type of situation. But I do want to make more of them. I just don't know when and where they're going to be made. But yeah, I have not abandoned the idea entirely. No, I have not. Also, I'd like to talk about something that I've been pondering about for a while, and that is the Just Play series that I tend to have. Now, if you don't know what Just Play is, it's what I call any particular game that I play without commenting on it or doing anything in particular about it. Like, I don't edit the video, it's just straight up me playing the game, and that is it. A lot of people, I'm sure, would use this for gameplay footage and whatnot, and I do plan to actually make some of that there, because I have a few videos already where I'm just playing the game, just collecting things that I want to collect, and I think it's a very good, very easy thing for me to do, rather. More than anything else, and I'm sure some of y'all will actually love to see that. I know some people out there, they just like watching that part. So for certain like video games and various other parts of video games, I will probably be doing more of that on YouTube rather than on Twitch, because I do a lot of stuff on Twitch for Just Plays. I don't upload them at all, and I don't like do anything with them. But I will probably start doing that on YouTube now. That way there's at least some sort of like, y'all get to see a live stream in particular. Speaking of live streams though, I do want to say that I do run another channel. The reason why it's a different channel from this one is because it's specifically a channel for me and my friend Platty. Both her and I, we have two separate channels. Don't relate to each other for the most part. She does a lot of She does a lot of voice acting work, and I do a lot of Let's Plays and all this other various hodgepodge of just whatever is interesting for me today. And for the most part, we both decided to make a new channel where both of us are playing any particular game for a set like weekend, essentially. Well, not set weekend, but rather a given day within the week. better way to say it. Jeez, Lost, come on. Aside from that, I would suggest y'all to go over there and watch it if you are interested in me, like, actually streaming on YouTube. It's called Transmission. Yes, it's a very stupid name, very punny. Yes, indeed. But for the most part, it's just a fun little thing that we occasionally do every week, or at least try to do every week. We have a lot of trouble recording and whatnot for certain weeks, but for the most part, we try to keep it as a weekly basis, if not trying to make it better later on down the road for 2018. As for other things that involve friends, though, I will tell you all, I do have a new series coming out for beginning of the year / end of the year that I've asked my editor to actually edit on, and I hope you all like it a lot. It involves my friend Jish. Both him and I, we want to start playing games together and playing certain types of games, beat 'em ups and arcades and various things like that, in a sort of co-op manner. And this is definitely one of the few little things that I've been tossing around lately and whatnot, and you may see myself actually playing games with other friends that I have in particular. By no means am I trying to replace Lost and Skippy. Lost and Skippy is still going the same kind of schedule and whatnot. It will still be released on Sundays. When we have the episodes, my editor's not always able to get to them, unfortunately. And I do want to start getting more frequent Lost and Skippy episodes out in particular. But for now, I do hope that y'all like Lost and Jishy. This should be a very interesting thing, and it should be releasing Saturdays for the most part, unless there's a very particular special thing about it. Aside from that, we are gearing up for the year's sequel, everybody. I know I haven't mentioned a whole bunch of this, but I do have a lot of fun things that I want to do for it. For now, though, I will just end it on. Thank you all for supporting me, and I hope that I make even better videos for the next year that everyone can enjoy. And thank you all so much for subscribing, liking content if you have, sharing content especially helps me out a whole bunch when you share anything about my channel whatsoever. And I hope you all continue to support me in any way, shape, and form that you can. Until next time then, everybody, thank you so much, and I shall see you all later, okay? Sayonara. Bye-bye. Do 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 do